And you had this big entourage around you. Where are those people now?
Well, they're not now, but they were still around back then because I still had a lot of money. But
where are they now?
Well, I don't have no idea where they are.
None of them?
No, not really, no. But I could assure you that they're not doing as good as I am spiritually and emotionally. Maybe financially, but I'm just doing so good right now in the space of my heart now. And it's still not always, I'm still searching, I still got to get more help, but I've never felt this good in my life, and it isn't perfect. Isn't that something? This is the best I've ever been.
If you met another young woman right now that was as gifted and beautiful as Whitney was, but she used crack recreationally, would you not sign her because of that?
I would not sign them. I would not sign them. I mean, the power of drugs is lethal, so that what I faced with Whitney was after, you know, more than a decade of a close relationship that had become like family. Knowingly in front, I would not get into that type of relationship.
Honestly, when I listen to you saying all the ratings and stuff, it just sounds like gibberish to me. Because
well, it's not gibberish. I mean, it matters in the business of
broadcasting. Honestly, too, if we're having fun, it'll come across more so than maybe it matters to other people, but for me, at least, I don't really care.
Well, you know what? You'll care if.
Oh no, I've been in the industry for a while.
Not on the show next season.
I care. Right.
Heidi Klum was wearing, she's single again since she broke up with CL, so everything is just, here I am, take a look. And so she was wearing a dress that was just amazing. And what we said on Fashion Police was, I haven't seen a German that hot since they were pushing Jews in the oven.
Right.
Well, that wasn't an anti-Semitic joke. If anything, it's an anti-Nazi German joke. So already the wrong group got angry. That's the start with. Already the Jews are like, no! Wrong bunch. It should have been Nazis going, hold it.
So was that part of your initial connection that you had with Floyd Mayweather, that you had similar circumstances?
That, and he has a huge passion for music. Floyd's been following me since 2002. Like everything that comes out, you know, he knows all of it, all the lyrics, all the music. He's just a little insecure, so he doesn't even want to share the spotlight with his dad. You see what I'm saying? And it's got to be about Floyd.
I can remember when 50 was part, like you guys were really doing a lot together. What did you learn from him and what did he learn from you about business?
Well, me and him really never really talked about business. I think we handle business, you know, in a
So he wasn't one of the friends that you talked business with?
I mean, well, you know, we handle business in a total different way. You know, I can't really speak on how he handles business, but how I handle business, I believe in not just myself making money.
Making everybody around you.
I believe in making everybody around me an entrepreneur, and I believe in making everybody around me rich.
It was a really bad knockout. Have you fully recovered from that knockout?
Oh yeah. It's not that's the first time happened in my boxing career.
And based on your last two fights, this is it for you. You have to win this fight. You realize that, right?
This is it.
Because if you don't win this fight, then what?
It's all about business. What we can offer Pacquiao is, if he's ever a free agent, if he's ever free, I mean, we got a contract that you can sign, and you can come sign under Mayweather Promotions, and then we can see where we can go from there.
Serena Williams, for instance, has won more titles but doesn't have as many endorsements. Why is that?
I think Serena has done an incredible job on the court. At the end of the day, it is tennis that's brought us all these other things. But I think it's also how you use it and how you want to use it. Not many people, not many players have the interest to do other things.
A lot of people say your family doesn't do anything.
Right.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain, what do you do and what is your job?
Literally, my job is I make socks. That's all I do. I don't necessarily care about the show. I would rather film this, me doing what I do, than, you know, being around my family.
The look of a black woman on TV had to be like Jane Kennedy or my Diane Carroll. You know what I mean? It could not be a woman with a short nappy afro and brown skin and overweight. So for me, Oprah represented everything in terms of kicking in the door because I am a larger woman.
When labor negotiations get heated, there are these references to slavery.
Right.
I can remember Bryant Gumbel calling you a plantation overseer. How did that affect you, and how do you feel about that comparison?
I would say that the things that I have done that have, not for the purpose of, but have actually benefited African Americans dwarf any contribution that Bryant Gumbel has made on that subject. And so I laughed, and many of my friends, mostly African American, laughed with me.
You went to college.
Yes, sir.
You graduated magna cum laude, I hope I'm saying that right, from St. John's University. Did that help you? Did education help you become a rapper?
I think so. I think it just gave me another life experience, 4 years of a life experience that other rappers don't have. And it gives, my perspective is unique.
Do you think from a marketing standpoint, do you think it would have been easier if you had sold drugs in the streets of New York and that was part of your narrative?
Yeah.
Is that more respected than graduating magna cum laude?
For sure.
You've had plenty of award-worthy key moments. Jack Lemmon making that legendary admission on your show.
Yeah, my name is, and I'm an alcoholic.
It is as simple as that.
Which I am, incidentally.
Who?
Me.
You're talking as Clay now or as Jack Lemmon?
No, as Jack Lemmon. I'm an alcoholic.
Well, that was a moment. There's a silence, an absolute silence. We just stare at each other. I waited for him to go on if he wanted to, and he clearly had said enough. And then I went on to the next question. And afterward, his wife, Felicia, said to me in the green room, that's the first time Jack has ever said that in public.
The game brought on a lot of pressure for you. I also read that it was one that you had a love-hate relationship with.
Yeah, I like to say sort of a hate-love relationship with.
Okay.
You know, it started with a real pressure in my life. You know, I was a baby of 4 children, and I saw what tennis did to the family, to the siblings, the relationship with my father, and I felt I was like the last hope for his dream. And his dream was the American dream, the quickest road to success, and he saw that through tennis.
So we said, okay, listen, give us the shot to do an all-English album. So they go, okay, your budget is $25,000. We go, what? We're gonna compete on a worldwide level? He goes, that's the budget, that's all we got. So Emilio and I then put in another 45 grand that we had in our savings to make that record because we so believed what we were doing was gonna happen.
You actually have some ownership in this company. Do you see taking ownership in companies as an important thing that you'd like to do going forward?
Of course I do. I think I am a young business lady, and you know, I'm learning at 16, and you know, of course my dad and my mom, they're big part. They're hands-on that, but they want me to learn and grow with them. So I'm on all the phone calls. I listen in and I make sure that I am a part of it because this is the time that I grow. I mean, they're not gonna run everything for me forever.
Are you a racist?
If I were a racist, then why would I leave organizations that will put whites out? And why would I forgive a white guy that tried to stab me? I'm not only not a racist, there is no record anyone could point to.
Will you be able to show me a trick?
Would you like to learn something?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna teach you how to do this, okay?
Okay.
Examine the bill. There's nothing sticky on there. And also examine my thumbs. Make sure nothing sticky's on my thumbs. Very nice, very good.
Okay.
All right, watch. I'm gonna take the bill, we're gonna fold it into thirds like this. And try an act of impossible balance.
What about your father? Has your relationship with him improved?
No, he really wasn't there during my childhood years, and he really hasn't been here now. And he didn't support me throughout my gymnastics journey.
Were you able to privately speak with Bishop Eddie Long when he went through his challenges and the allegations that were made against him? Have you ever had a chance to speak with him?
I have tried to counsel him and encourage him during that tragedy, and really, my heart really went out. I thought that it was a tragedy that nobody wanted. You know, everybody suffered. Everybody got wounded. His kids, his family, his church, those boys, those allegations.
Lou Pearlman, the guy who started your group, he's in prison now. He pleaded guilty to conspiracy and money laundering, among other things. He related to a Ponzi scheme that left $300 million in debt.
I initially filed what's called an open lawsuit, an open-ended lawsuit, because I couldn't do it by myself. You know, I knew things were wrong. I was disappointed. Knowing the work and the effort that we were putting in to the show after show after show, and this guy is sitting in his office and he's getting checks, I was like, something's wrong.
Right now, you're really in a good place, and it seems like you're trying to reshape, to some extent, the public's understanding of who you are. Is that an accurate assessment?
I'm not trying to reshape anything for the public. I think at this point, I don't really care about what the public thinks. I think for so long, when I did that, that's what sent me into that dark place.
I had a chance to talk with Usher about him, and we talked about how you guys at that time decided not to go the Disney route, which, you know, a lot of similarly aged celebrities go that route. It really developed Justin in the more non-traditional sense. What do you remember about that period as his mom when you were making that first album?
Yeah, I was in wholehearted agreement with that. I think that, you know, he didn't want to come out to be this pre-packaged Disney or Nickelodeon kid star, as so many of them are, because, you know, his team just really felt that he had the raw talent. He already had the fan base, and they wanted to put him out more mainstream.
Was there any pushback that you got from the fact that you're in an interracial relationship?
Occasionally, you know, when I was in a play on Broadway 2 years ago, I'd occasionally get letters of outrage, usually from, you know, somewhere in Alabama or something, saying, you know, don't come down here with your wife.
So many of the stories, the epic stories, The Godfather, Bronx Tale, Scarface, all of them have that similar theme. Things stay in the family. You never go outside the family, you never talk about the family. And then you guys come along with a show that's being viewed by millions of people about your life. Was it seen as a betrayal by any of your old friends?
It doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I do not speak about business. There are many women that are like me, but they don't have that voice. They don't got that VH1 platform. I'm depressed because my life has been nothing but drama. How many years have I been going to visit people in prison? I'm up to like 25 years. I've been to 36 states because of the federal government. I have written probably over 5,000 letters.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You do the ending, you ready? Take it away. Lee?
I wonder what you are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he beauty. All right, boys and girls.
Do you consider yourself a tradition or a media organization, a news organization?
We are a news organization.
Okay.
We absolutely are a news operation.
Do you pay for stories?